It's like a family reunion, kind of.
All my grandchildren have children.
There's a feeling in the neighborhood that it's coming. Her day, that Freedom Day. Every year, she tells the story.
I am JoAnna LeNoir. My entire family, my mother, my brother, my 2 sisters, and my oldest daughter moved to Indianapolis.
Since 1964, JoAnna has celebrated her family's escape from hell.
We called it Rasheeda's Freedom Day because my mother was set free.
Rasheeda's Freedom Day caught the attention of the Harrison Center, Sparkland Studios, and filmmaker Dija Henry.
It's just so powerful what stories can do for people. That's really what pushes me to make film.
Rasheeda was a mother of 4 in the 60s, struggling to get by in St. Louis.
She'll be better off at the neighbors.
Her second husband, an abusive alcoholic.
He was just evil and ignorant. By the time I was 14, I just absolutely hated him.
JoAnna, the oldest of Rasheeda's 3 children, wanted a new life for her mother and siblings.
My brother and sister at that time did not know what was going on.
She had seen her stepfather physically abuse her mother.
He had come into our lives when I was younger than Sheila. I don't remember where my mother met him. I remember that he'd been a soldier.
She was beautiful. I think my mother was just young and didn't know what she was looking for or how to find what she needed. She was just bullied into everything. And I don't think she knew how to fight back.
Soon, things would get worse. JoAnna would be raising her own child at the age of 15. The emotional, physical, and later sexual abuse had taken its toll, and JoAnna had decided it was going to be over, one way or another.
They sent me to live with a neighbor for a little bit after my baby was born. The weekend that my mother brought me back home, my mother's husband had been drinking, and I could just see what was coming.
Glad you're back.
I called my mother on her job, and I told her that if she didn't come home and leave right away, that I was gonna kill her husband. I just wasn't gonna take any more. I meant every word that I said. And we took off.
They fled by bus to Indianapolis with what they could carry, and they've been here ever since.
Came right to that house right there. That night, we all sat out there on the porch and we cried for a few minutes and we talked about, you know, what all we done left and all the things we left. And Mama came out and said, but now all you got to do now is look to the future to see what you have, because you'll never have to worry about being misused again.
Columbia Avenue in Martindale-Brightwood seemed like paradise.
The following day, my brother went over there to Fall Creek, came back and said, y'all come on, I done found us a lake.
Almost everybody on that block had children. Adults played hide and seek with us, and you know, it was just fun.
Neighbors soon became family.
How you doing, beautiful?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
All right.
And the very next summer, the first Rasheeda's Freedom Day happened.
We had the first one the 14th of July, a year after we came.
Rasheeda later married a man that knew how to love her and all of her children.
She had met another man, and he was one of the kindest people I've ever met. And he was very good to her, and he loved her very much, and he showed it. He showed us, her children, that he loved her.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Today, Rasheeda's Freedom Day continues to grow.
If you don't belong to the family, you would feel a part of the family.
We've been getting phone calls all morning. Well, what you need, what we got to bring, what you got, just bring your ass, that's all. Just bring your ass.
And for those in the neighborhood and this family, JoAnna's escape has been an inspiration.
It gave me like a stronger connection with my family, because seeing all the stuff that we've been through and the history of it, it makes me want to be closer with them.
She knows probably everybody on the block. Everybody loves her. If you meet her, you'll say, ooh, she's a good person.
She's a person that's not gonna take too much. She'll let you know.
I don't think we're gonna ever stop getting on each other's nerves. But thank the good Lord, we still just as tight as the day Mama brought us here.
And thanks to Dija Henry's film, even more people know about Rasheeda's Freedom Day.
Miss JoAnna, for a long time, didn't tell people what it actually was celebrating. So I see this circle of freedom. As she tells her story, she's getting freedom. As we told the story through film, those who watched it would stand up and tell us that because of this story, they felt free to tell their own story of survival.
It's a wrap.
There are parts of it that will probably be painful to me until I die. Maybe if somebody else hears what I went through, that they would have the courage not to stay as long as I did and put up with as much as I did before they would make a move. Because I wouldn't want anybody to suffer that.
For more Across Indiana stories, go to wfyi.org/acrossindiana.